Alright, we're going to try this again. Got our Bethco 4-wheel 3-point hay rake. Got all these bales picked up. There's one person that's leaving now, and I'll have to find something to do. I got about 20 laying around. I'm sure I can call. I have 2 people I can call, so I'm sure I'll get rid of them and just drop them off on the way home. But we're getting ready to try raking all this hay that's been down for a little bit. I think I cut it Tuesday, today's Sunday, close enough. Yeah, we'll see what doesn't happen, I guess. Getting ready to try it out now, so I get lined up here. There is something. Up. Box turtle bit the dust. I tell you, that is one thing I don't like. You know, it seems like every time I do anything in a field, I kill a box turtle. When I grew up, I never saw them. You know, once in a while in the woods. That's the thing, though. I grew up playing in the woods, not playing in a hayfield. Or what have you. So, I think I'm just going to go down and back, and then clean up my hedgerows. So, let's see how this works out. Let's see. Now, it's another thing I have to think about is the hills. Do I want to be driving this way or this way? I think this way would be better. Just me personally. That way I'm not driving up and down the hill. I just ride along it. So, let's get this thing lowered down here some. I've already made my adjustments up in the rest of the field. And we'll see how it goes. Seems to be rolling it up really good, to be honest with you. I don't know what I did different other than adjusting the, I adjusted it left to right, and I adjusted it, the angle. Like I had the wheels laying back, so I straightened those up some. I think this is going to go good. Yep, that one's butchered. It seems like the rake sways back and forth. When I'm coming back this way, it does a really good job because it slants downhill and gives a little more angle on the rake. I think this rake will do fine on the V275, but I can't angle it enough without it hitting these big 38s on this 706. So I'll show you what it's like when I'm done, I reckon, and we'll go from there and start round baling. Alright, so we got our rake job done, barely, somehow. Took about an hour, I think, roughly. Maybe an hour and 15, but definitely no more than that. There's a lot of material here, and obviously I'm going to miss some because of the poor rake job, but we're round baling, and the round baler is really good because it's a closed throat baler. I know a lot of guys do not like the closed throat balers, which means it has 2 rollers that squeeze and suck in the hay. And you know, if you get wet hay or something, that won't go through it, but we always have bone dry hay because I don't like spoilage. So it does a really good job of reeling it in, and I'll show you that. Man, this camera makes it look brown as all get out. But yeah, alright, so I'm going to go hook up to the baler, try to figure out where my wife is, because the twine is in the back of the truck, and she was going to go run some errands while I was doing this, and well, maybe she thought it'd take me longer than it did. Oh yeah, look at that. Pretty mimosa tree. I love those things. I wish it would focus, but oh well. Stick with me. Alright, so we have greased up the Vermeer 504C. I've got 2 new outer belts. So last year I put them on. The inner ones are okay. I actually broke one belt, and then I broke another belt, and then when I got them off there were like 3 different pieces somebody had put together. But the center ones are alright. So let's see how it spins up. Seems to be okay. Top belts like to migrate unless you got a bail in it, but that's alright. Like where they go around that top roller. Nothing seized up, and only one bearing had water in it when I greased it. Drive shaft greased. That one does have a PTO shield. I know it's only on halfway, but it's there, I guess. Hopefully I can get it to cut a string. Excuse me. Now I took and the mechanism down there, right there, that thing with a little pin on it, and it's got a sickle section. I actually took it off and put it on the other way because I looked at the wear marks. Let me show you that real quick. See our golden rusty oldie. That's a hell of a slow moving vehicle sign. So basically, this pin holds it on and it slides in here. Now these two pieces were above this. You know what I'm saying? Like it was pulled out and put in the other way. Well, then I got to looking, and maybe the camera will pick it up. Maybe if I can figure out where the heck my... Alright, you see just where that contacts that right there? There's just a little tiny groove in that metal. And there's also the same witness mark right here. So that's what told me this thing spent the majority of its life right there. So I thought, well, I'm going to put it back like that. Then there was another witness mark right in there. You can see where it rubs up against right there. So hopefully, if that makes sense, you pull the cord from the tractor. Somehow that's supposed to catch the string and do some magic business. We'll figure it out and go try to make some rounds. Right, so if you watch the other video, you'll see that field is what we squared, and the rake job was okay. There's some snips here and there. That's gonna be, you know, it's normal. It's gonna happen, at least in our operation. I'm hung up on the ground. All right, now we're through. I had my head was down to the pickup, whatever. I'm so used to the combine and head. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. Mowed pretty nice. There's a couple snips, like there's a little tiny one, but I'm pretty satisfied with the mow job. You know, you can only tell that after the hay's off the ground, obviously, and pretty uniform. These are our windrows. We're gonna get bailing and get started up here. So we got lightning over there. Don't know if you can see it over the truck light. I am currently finishing up the last couple round bales. This is what I call extreme farming. Oh yeah, maybe you saw that lightning. It's coming, buddy. And I've only got a few windrows left. We had some problems with belt chains and all kinds of stuff. But hey, we're out here getting it done.